Hey guys, Brooke Chavez here with Star Watch Media, and we're at the premiere of the comedic film Goats right here at the Landmark Theater in Los Angeles, California. We are here with the man of the hour, the director of the film Goats, Mr. Christopher Neal. Thank you for speaking with us.
Of course.
So, I have to ask, this is your first directorial debut, correct?
Yes.
What made you take the leap from being an acting teacher and an advisor to directing an amazing film?
Well, I always felt like a lot of the directors that I worked with and supported throughout my career before working on Goats, I worked with them on very personal projects and projects that didn't come to them through the studio's Hollywood system. They were things, they were books or ideas that they were passionate about. So I looked to them as my model for how to do your first film. And so I just kind of waited till something really wonderful came along and something that I felt compelled to make. And then Mark Poirier's novel called Goats came along. I just stumbled across it, and halfway through it, I knew that this was the movie I needed to make.
I heard because you grew up on a goat farm. Is that right? Tell us more about that.
About 11 years old, I grew up on a goat farm in Northern California in the 1970s, so you can only imagine. And my stepfather had a lot of similar qualities to Goatman. He was a very powerful influence in my life, and he hung out in the goat pen and was very much sort of a natural world kind of growing up on the farm. And my mom was very much involved in the new age world, and so Ellis's journey and story were very familiar to me, and something that I really felt was something we hadn't seen in movies before.
Yeah, like how serendipitous that you come across a book that's basically your life in a sense.
Yeah, there were a lot of similarities, and also a lot of other things that I hadn't experienced. So for me, I just wanted to explore the things that were familiar, and more importantly, the things that were unfamiliar. Yeah.
Did you work? I know that the novelist, the guy who wrote the novel, also wrote the screenplay. How much interaction and how much did he put into making the film?
Well, yeah, I mean, Mark and I, we were partners on the project from the very beginning. I read his book, and he and I sat down, and that's what began the whole process. So he's been a real creative partner for me and collaborator since the very beginning. Yeah.
So it was hot where you guys were. Well, and you were above. How high up were you?
Well, we shot in Tucson and in New Mexico, and we shot in the winter time, so it was actually quite mild. It got cold at night, but it's the best time to shoot. And I loved all the places we shot, but this movie really is a love letter to the Sonoran Desert and Arizona and that world. So I'm really happy with how it turned out visually.
Is there any one thing that you want viewers to take away from this film at the end of it?
Well, I hope that the ending speaks for itself. It's a story about acceptance and about the role that your loved ones play in your life, the things that you get from them, the things that you don't get from them, and learning how to accept them for who they are. So I hope that that's the message people take away.
Congratulations on the film. We can't wait to see it in its entirety, and we hope to see you again soon.
Oh, very good. Thank you so much.